brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And finding the tight end Hooper. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They begin the drive with Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 47. I got one. Great. Slow. Out. Keep the ball. Match up. Right. 8. 20. Hey, here we go. Watch it. 22. Check. Over.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Williams, running right. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Number 53. Mike 53.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he comes back with one complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Newton.
53.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 20.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate?
Rashad Perriman off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Perriman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got him. 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Go get him. Go get him. Hey, check back the left. Check back the left. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Bang, 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 bang. Take 4, take 4.
A run for Nick Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
At the
Here we
Chiefs'
go.
32.
8.
On 2nd and 7. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but hold on, you finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes at a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, 180, 56, check 56. Check, Greg. Check, lucky. You go tight. 8. Hatch it. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
He's coming, double up.
Out of the gun, Newton. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this. Hey, 43. Check 24.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Newton now to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike, step. 180, 8. Right here. 25, check 25.
From the 50, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Go, baby.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 43 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Come on.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Silver.
To throw again. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10. Ready.
They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at the 20.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They go to the ground again with Taylor. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Chris Jones getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. On second and 9, Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, 43, 15. Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine. That's trash. That's trash. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over first and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. And again, it's Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
That's it. Look at him. Hey. 4 down.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Set, ready? Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, we got to get this stop here. Hey.
They run. Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Mike. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, Ridley. Quick. Yellow. Come on, right side.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Now Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ready? Still with 80. Mike's 59. Don't let him breathe. Ready?
Now Chubb. Big hold of the 30. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 82 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Yellow, yellow. Check exit. Check Mike 11. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man, moving. You got to get yellow. Let's go.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Banjo.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So they decline it, and they choose to not give them that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
A toss play to Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they will take a knee here. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready? 56. Watch the out.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they take a knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to cut from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, you probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Attack. Check Mike 11, check Mike. Alpha. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Shit. Alert 3.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
You're not ready. Check 13. Check 13. Shift.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, check. Hey, 57 color. 15. Check Michael Allen. Cut. 22 jet bomber.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now it's Mahomes again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ready. 59. Watch the run. Back.
Throwing here, Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go deep.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. This was the goal before they started the season, to play.